Sometimes being right sucks. Okay, good afternoon, folks. Let's look at last game. I kind of had a bad feeling about this one. Everything that I feared would happen did, almost, except the moral victory of us getting a point. I'm very, very happy we got a point out of that deal. And for you people out there that say, well, we really didn't deserve a point, yeah, we did, and I'll tell you why. It's going to make sense in a sec. If you look at those earlier games where we didn't walk away with 2 points, this is how the season kind of evens up things a little, you know? I still figured we're owed about 2 points compared to the overall production we've showed in all those games combined, in those 8 games combined. I'd say we probably should have 2 more points in the standings, but it's fine. All right, so let's look at this next game. This game coming up, we're going to be up against a team that's going to play 60 minutes. We're up against a team that is basically chasing us, which is kind of weird to say. And the other thing about the moral victory about yesterday, we moved up to 5th place now, if you looked. I don't know if you folks noticed today. I'm sure you weren't too impressed with the game. Neither was I. It was a real lackluster performance by the Sabres. I mean, it just, the heart and soul was not into that game. Hey, look, we're not going to play great every game. We were due for a kind of a soft spell, so to say, and the last 4 periods is it, you know what I mean? So we walked away with 3 of a possible 4 points where we were not the better team in the 2 games combined. We still managed to get 3 of the 4 points. So you know what I mean? It's not bad. It's really good, actually. So this upcoming game, keys to winning. I'm going to put this one on the table. It's one of the keys, I think. I think Skinner needs to show up. I think Skinner needs to score. And I think Dahlin is getting into his groove. That hit that he did, that hit that he did, was a very frustrated young man. That's what that was, you know. And so I liked it. I was happy to see something like that happen because we needed something to happen yesterday, and that for me was it. And so now I think Dahlin's going to have a good game next game. And Skinner's, he's just due. He's due to, and you know what? So's Hall. Hall's due for a pretty big game also. He played not too bad himself, actually. You know, like, there were some good efforts yesterday, but as a team, we just didn't look good. We didn't look good. All right, so that's where I'm at with that. I don't want to ramble too far on this whole thing. I'm disappointed, as many Sabres fans are. But we got more than we deserved getting a point out of that game, folks. We did. We really did. We deserved to get 0 yesterday. We didn't play well. The Rangers were a better team all night long. And you know what? If we would have squeezed it out in that overtime, I would have probably been laughing, shaking my head, just saying, well, there you go. It was our turn to rip off somebody else instead of them ripping off us for a change, right? So. Yeah, you know, look, let's just hang in there. These are the ups and downs of a season, the emotional ups and downs of a season. You're going to have some highs, you're going to have some lows. Then you're going to have the confusion level where our brain seems to go like this all night long, which is kind of what happened with me yesterday. I wasn't surprised at all the Rangers came out and played that way. Not at all. I kind of expected it. It's like, hey, come on, this team has lost 4 straight games the way they lost, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're this close to, they probably should have won at least 2 of them, including the one against us in the first game. Really, they should have won that first game too. So, you know, and if they can just get a handle, the Rangers I'm talking about, if the Rangers can get a handle on a winning streak, that's going to be a team we're going to have to deal with too. You know, this team there's a good young team over there. So let's see what we do next game. Let's go into this. Let's play hard. Let's see if we bounce back. And that's what I put on my thumbnail. It's time to reset, folks. The Sabres have to reset. We have to push the reset button and do it again. And another good effort has to come. This is what has to happen next game. Otherwise, we start finding ourselves in old habits where that losing atmosphere creeps back into the dressing room. No. We want to keep these guys like Hall in the offseason. How are you going to attract these guys to stay if there's a losing atmosphere, right? They're not going to stay. We've got to get this thing going. And I think the key to that, you know what? I'm going to say it again. I think Jack's going to score again next game. I might as well just put that one out there too while it's on the top of my head. But I really think a key goal would be Skinner. We need him to wake up. We do. We need him to wake up this year. We can't be paying somebody all sorts of money like that for 14 goals. We just can't. We can't. You know, we're already overpaying Okposo like crazy, and we can't have 2 bad contracts. We got 1. We don't need 2 at this point, no. I wasn't for that big raise he got, to be honest, at the time. I really wasn't. A lot of Sabres fans shut me down on it, and I was the guy that lobbied to get him here in a trade, I remember, when we were trading Ryan O'Reilly. I was hoping we would get Skinner in a deal, actually, back in the day, but that's a story for another time. Okay, so let's go get him. Let's hang tough. Don't throw the towel in, folks. It's just a bad effort. We're going to have other bad efforts this year. It's not going to be the first, won't be the last. Let's see what happens next game. Let's see if we bounce back with a good effort. They haven't put out 2 horrible efforts in a row all year. Yeah, the third period was a bad effort the game before, and this game was a bad effort. So 4 periods of bad effort, not 6. You know what I mean? Let's hang in there. I'll see you next game. Tell your family you love them. Be well.